In the world of athletic wear, newcomers rarely stand a chance. But one Swiss brand defied expectations, not by chasing hype, but by turning a supposed design flaw into its signature. Their footwear innovation, a hollowed-out sole called CloudTech, was mocked at first until it powered them to a $19 billion valuation. So how did an outsider break through one of the toughest industries to disrupt? In this video, we'll break down the exact strategies behind that rise and what you can apply yourself. No billion-dollar budget required. It all started with one of the boldest product design choices in the industry. Nothing else on the shelves looks quite like an on-running shoe. CloudTech technology is the proprietary cushioning system responsible for those hollow pods that compress both vertically and horizontally to absorb impact and provide a soft, responsive ride. CloudTech is the feature that sets them apart from other shoe brands, but it's not just tech, it's branding. The Swiss company displays these unusual gaps in their soles, making those hollowed-out blocks the centerpiece of their design. On Running's entire aesthetic is built around visual distinctiveness and catches people's attention. At first, many dismissed the design as a gimmick. Critics questioned whether these holes offered any real advantage, and some argued that plenty of shoes delivered better value for less money. But On's founder, Olivier Bernhard, brought credibility that few could match. As a 6-time Ironman champion, he put the shoes through the kind of punishing tests only elite athletes face. His hands-on approach and willingness to vouch for CloudTech's performance helped quiet early doubts and gave the technology real-world legitimacy. The turning point came when On Running decided not to hide or minimize the holes. Much like Nike did with the Air Max 1, On made a bold choice, turning its core technology into a badge of distinction, embracing transparency and aesthetics to show, not just tell, the innovation beneath each stride. The sole wasn't just soft, it looked soft. With the launch of the Cloud Monster in 2022, On exaggerated their signature feature, introducing their boldest and most visually striking sole yet. It tapped directly into the rising popularity of maximalist sneakers, a trend fueled by brands like Hoka and the growing mainstream embrace of chunky-soled shoes. The Cloud Monster's oversized CloudTech blocks made the shoe instantly recognizable and positioned On at the intersection of performance and style, appealing to both serious runners and trend-conscious consumers. Bernhard's reputation in the endurance community did more than lend credibility. It allowed On to speak directly to runners who demand proof, not just marketing claims. The shoes weren't just different. They were tested and trusted in some of the toughest races on Earth. That authenticity is something money can't buy. But their commitment to design wasn't limited to product. It extended to the way they built relationships. Instead of chasing celebrities for visibility, they focused on authentic partnerships that shaped the brand from within. And no one embodies that better than Roger Federer. When Roger Federer was spotted with a pair of On Running shoes, the founders knew they had something special and approached him. Instead of opting for a traditional sponsorship deal, Federer turned the tables and chose to invest in the brand, becoming not just an ambassador, but a strategic partner. This bold move cemented On Running's reputation as a brand that doesn't just follow the game, but changes it. This partnership stood out because it wasn't transactional. Federer's decision to invest his own money signaled a genuine commitment to On Running's future. His involvement went well beyond lending his name or face to a campaign. Federer became a co-entrepreneur. He actively spent time in the brand's R&D labs, reportedly up to 20 days a year, working directly with design and product teams. He tested early prototypes, provided athlete feedback on everything from cushioning to fit and visual design, and helped shape the product vision. This wasn't a symbolic endorsement, it was hands-on co-creation. That collaboration eventually led to the Roger, a lifestyle performance sneaker, which launched exclusively through Dover Street Market boutiques in major fashion capitals like London, New York, and Tokyo. By debuting in high-end retail environments, the company signaled again its intent to move beyond performance running and enter the world of fashion and luxury. Federer's influence gave an instant credibility among both athletes and style-conscious consumers. But the brand didn't rely on him alone. When Zendaya wore On sneakers at Wimbledon, it generated significant organic buzz, far more than any paid campaign could have achieved. These authentic moments, where celebrities chose On products without obligation, helped the brand reach new audiences and reinforced its relevance in both sports and culture. The campaign featuring Zendaya and Federer in a playful air tennis match blurred the lines between athletic performance and entertainment, making On feel approachable and current. It's a reminder that sometimes the quiet power of authentic involvement outshines a loud sales pitch. The next step in On's journey was all about how they brought their shoes to market in a way that built trust and desire from the ground up. On Running's approach to distribution was anything but typical. Instead of chasing mass market exposure from the start, they built their foundation in specialty running stores. This wasn't just about moving products. It was about earning credibility among serious runners. As one of the founders put it, to gain credibility, you need good runners wearing your product, and for that, you need specialty shops. Specialty shops offered a space where athletes could test CloudTech technology firsthand, and where the endorsement of knowledgeable staff carried real weight. This early focus on the core running community laid the groundwork for everything that followed. While many brands rushed to get into as many stores as possible, On Running took a disciplined, phased approach. They prioritized depth over breadth, choosing to win over the most discerning customers before expanding to broader retail channels. This strategy created organic buzz within the running world, where word of mouth and peer recommendations matter most. By the time On expanded to mainstream retailers, their shoes already had a reputation for quality and performance among influential athletes. Their direct-to-consumer website became a crucial part of their growth. Rather than just serving as a storefront, the site offered a model comparison module that helped educate customers on which shoe best matched their running style. This emphasis on customer education not only improved the buying experience, but also built trust in the brand. The website became a resource, not just a place to transact. On Running positions itself as a premium athletic brand. This choice is also a key factor in its sales. With most shoes priced above $150, On clearly targets wealthier shoppers looking for both performance and style. Unlike many competitors, On doesn't chase volume with lower-tier products. They're not interested in being the cheapest. They want to be the most refined. Each pair may cost more, but it's designed to do more. A high-performance shoe you can run in, commute in, or wear casually, all wrapped in minimalist Swiss design. The brand even elevated this positioning beyond the running world and entered the realm of high fashion. The collaboration with Loewe, which began in 2022, was a calculated move to expand brand perception and offer even more luxurious collections. The limited edition Cloud Venture sneaker, co-branded with Loewe, sold out worldwide within hours. This partnership signaled that On could command attention not just among athletes, but among fashion-forward consumers as well. It demonstrated the brand's ability to bridge performance and style and to create scarcity-driven demand in entirely new markets. Each stage of On's expansion was carefully timed. By controlling availability and never flooding the market, they maintained a sense of exclusivity and premium positioning. Shoes rarely went on sale, reinforcing their value in a category where discounts are the norm. This intentional, stepwise growth turned On into a brand that people wanted to talk about and to be seen wearing. But while positioning, pricing, and product helped On stand out, something else made it truly connect. A message that spoke not to elite athletes, but to everyday runners. When most athletic brands focus on winning and breaking records, On Running chose to spotlight something different. Their Soft Wins campaign marked a deliberate shift away from the high-pressure and achievement-driven messaging that dominates the industry. Rather than showcasing elite athletes in relentless pursuit of first place, On celebrated the everyday runner, the person who values consistency, community, and the simple joy of movement. The campaign's most unexpected move was partnering with Sesame Street's Elmo as a spokesperson. At first glance, Elmo seemed like an odd choice for a running brand, but that was the point. Elmo brought an emphasis on self-compassion and fun, resonating with recreational joggers who care more about enjoying the process than chasing personal bests. Ads featured runners laughing together, pausing for coffee, or celebrating small milestones. The message was clear: running doesn't have to be about suffering or competition to be meaningful. Real people's stories are also presented in their advertising, highlighting examples like a mother returning to the sport after having a baby or a retiree doing workouts regularly. These relatable narratives focused on the emotional rewards of movement, friendships, mental clarity, and personal victories. This softer approach was also reflected in their product positioning. Shoes like the Cloudflow were marketed as ideal for easy runs and everyday comfort, not just for race days. The brand's language and visuals consistently reinforced the idea that running is for everyone, regardless of speed or experience. This alignment between product and message created a sense of authenticity that resonated with a broader audience. But it wasn't just the messaging. Even their stores carried the same philosophy. At a time dominated by e-commerce and clicks, On Running invested in bricks and physical flagship stores. Much more than another sales channel, On treats them as stages, building immersive brand spaces designed to do what digital never could. Touching products, testing them, speaking with brand experts, and connecting with the materials and technology up close, something that's impossible through a screen or at a third-party retailer. More than that, these stores act as local hubs for community events, test runs, or workshops. On sees retail as an experience that needs to be memorable and creates moments. By aligning their message, their product, and even their physical spaces around emotion, accessibility, and authenticity, the Swiss label turned softness into a strategy and built a brand that resonates far beyond the finish line. On Running didn't just sell shoes, they sold a new definition of what performance means. They chose softness over pressure, community over celebrity, and design that markets itself, and it worked. So, which of On's strategies do you think made the biggest difference? Let me know in the comments. And if you want more brand deep dives like this one, hit subscribe so you don't miss the next drop.